Hi guys. Okay, I'm done at Super Thrift. I can't even think of the name of it. I have to admit, I was fading fast while in there. I'm not totally recovered yet. And until I was up and about and in crowds, I didn't realize that. And I did get mainly some scarves and a few other things. I put things in my car. I took things out of my car. I was really worried about carrying it out of the store. Probably should just go home, but this store is like 45 minutes away, and there's a Goodwill, one of the Goodwills that actually has stuff, a good amount of stuff on its shelf nearby. So I'm like, oh, I gotta hit it while I'm here. I don't know how hard I'm gonna hit it. I just feel like I should go in here for at least 15 minutes or so and see what they've got. I don't know how, if it's real crowded, I'm probably not going to do that well. And but here guys, this is the Goodwill in West Palm Beach, and it's usually pretty well stocked, but I don't know that I've even ever been here on a weekend. So let's go.
All right, guys, I'm going to do a voiceover because of the noise and the music and everything. But I will eventually be set up here shortly where I will have a noise canceling mic and more of a stabilizer for my phone that I'll be using as a camera so that I won't be as amateurish as I am right now. But until then, I was still feeling really crappy this day. If you saw my last video, this is the same shopping trip after I had like a procedure, and it was my first day out, and I was feeling good until I got out, and then I was zapped. So anyway, so I'm at the Goodwill here in Lake Worth, and this is probably the best stocked one that's, kind of in my zone of where I travel, even though it is 45 minutes from my house. I come to Lake Worth often. But here I am in the hard goods checking out. This is usually where they will have pottery and things like that on these shelves, but they didn't have much in the terms of pottery today. So I was looking at these little buildings. This was a while ago, so it was still around Halloween, I think. And here were all those little figurines, which are not very popular anymore. I am sure some of them are still really collectible, but I don't pick them up. I used to pick them up and sell them if they were new, but not anymore. This was a party light piece, but obviously it was missing something on the top there. It's supposed to be a lighthouse without the light. And then I found these Ray Dunn Give, Share, and what's that one? Feast. And they were just little Crocs, and I thought they were so inexpensive. I was like, this would be something cute for my booth. Even though I know Ray Dunn stuff is not as popular, there's still some of the older stuff that's really collectible. But as a whole, just, the items that have the word on them aren't as popular as they were, but I just thought they were cute Crocs. And there was all these eggs. I don't know why. They were all wrapped in the green plastic. And they weren't very exciting. I promise you, they weren't these gorgeous decorated porcelain eggs. They were not well done. They have some mugs here and some other little decorations and some platter size plates. And then on the end cap here was some Christmas stuff. And somehow I had knocked my camera to go into slow motion mode. So here I was going to delete this whole thing, but I thought it was so representative of how I was feeling that I was kind of like, this is how I feel today. So I left a little piece of it in there. It was a little longer, but I didn't torture you too much. Then I'm back to looking at all the knickknackies. See if we can find something good. I didn't know what this was. I was like, should I know what this is? Am I missing something? So I was checking it out, trying to figure out who makes this and what is it about. But obviously, I am not in touch with some things. So it is what it is. And I found these big platter plates. I always like to check them out, see who made them, because I do really well with them. And I'm like, oh, Stengel. Cool. So I knew it was a vintage plate. And it wasn't a plate. It was actually like a platter. And I'm like, I like this. And then, of course, the one below it looked obviously very mid-century modern. So I had to check out who made that one. And it was a Stengel plate too. And I'm pretty sure I picked up both of those. You don't see me putting them in my cart right here, but I'm pretty sure I picked up both of them. I haven't listed them, so I can't swear to it, but I've been prioritizing listing like Christmas and stuff like that. But anyway, there's some Halloween plates. Checking those out. Those are brand new. Be kind of a cute find for somebody that is organized enough that they have plates for every holiday and every season. Which I'm not that person yet. Maybe I will be someday. Because I like the idea. I like the concept of that. And more plates and more mugs. Then we get to the clear glass. He was stocking the shelves. So they pretty much stock all day there. But this just kind of trickles out. And I'm kind of looking at both sides, showing what an amateur photographer I am, making you guys dizzy. But, the more I watch my own videos, the more I'm learning what I need to do better. So it's not like I'm not aware. See, I know that I'm angled. That's why I need to have, there's a little gimmicky thing that I want to get that holds your phone. And that way it'll make you very aware to keep it level. Which I need to do. I mean, granted, I was feeling really, really crappy this day. But on top of that, my filming leaves a little bit to be desired. Then I couldn't really figure out what the holes were for this. Maybe just decoration. But I thought it was cute. And maybe with a tea light in it, it would look cool. There's my finger. And then we go in the clear glass. And sometimes there's really good things to find. So you got to check it out. And then I came upon this fish platter. And I did pick it up even though I couldn't find a signature. And I put it in my cart. And then I must have been like not feeling good because pretty much this is the end. But I am going to take you to one more thrift shop when I was feeling better. Guys, I'm over here at my honey hole thrift shop called Community Thrift in West Palm Beach. It's not exactly a hidden store. It's always very busy. In fact, so busy that I've never filmed here before. I usually come on Wednesdays because it's senior day, 50% off hard goods. And it's usually way too crowded to film. So this is a Monday. So I don't know that I've ever been here on a Monday. And it still does look pretty crowded by the parking lot. But I thought, let me give it a shot and see if I actually can do any filming here. And to see if there's any deals. Because sometimes this stuff it's pretty high if it's not 50% off. Usually my margin to be able to turn it for a profit is when it is about 50% off. So they should have a color tag or two that's on sale. So who knows? Let's go see what we can find and hopefully I can get some filming in. Okay, so we're heading in the door. Hopefully there'll be some carts because sometimes they don't have any, but lo and behold, there's tons of carts today. So that's a good sign. So we're going to grab one of these carts and we're going to head straight on in and head for the hard goods. Check out what the discounts are for the day and then forget them immediately, of course, because that's what I do. And the first thing I see is this tumble up. It's got the cup on top and it's Mexican and I love it, but it's really not in good condition. And I wish it was because I thought it was super sweet. And I love tumble ups and I love Mexican pottery, but not when it's all scratched up. So we'll head down the row and check out what we've got to look at. It's kind of a hodgepodge of everything from Easter baskets to Asian decor to modern glass. I could tell by the lip of that. And it looks like I should have had a topper, which was missing. And it's modern, even though it's still cool. It just not what I was looking for. And we got some china. We got this kind of cool picture frame. If I can get it to stand up. And we got this little glass jewelry box. The hinge was broken though. And I have one of those in inventory. Mine's prettier. That's actually fake, that rock. It is not a rock. It is like resin and painted and very flat and very fake. And over here is where they usually have the seasonal stuff. This is still, these videos are still back in right before Halloween. So that's why you see all this Halloween stuff. And look, who's this? So there's obviously Christmas stuff too, starting to trickle in. Of course, now it's full of Christmas. But that was a candle. It's kind of cute. So, here, yeah, definitely they had some Christmas stuff trickling in. Some salt and pepper shakers. Kind of a neat little bowl, but it looked like it was like a FTD vase. That one too. And we'll go on the back side here, see if there's anything we couldn't see. There's a huge bag of ribbon. That's always a really good deal. But I wasn't feeling it that day, obviously. I have tons of Christmas ribbon. That doesn't mean I don't buy more. But I thought this cute little kitty was cute with a little clock on it. But the clock wasn't working, and I didn't want to deal with trying to find the correct battery. Because if it doesn't have the battery in it, you are really, it's a stab in the dark trying to find the right battery. Because I've experienced that with a really cool Loungefly wallet that I have that lights up. And I don't know what size battery it takes. And it did have a battery, and I threw it away. Big mistake. Now I know better. Don't ever throw away the battery until you've taken it to the store, found the exact same kind, and replaced it. But so I still have that Loungefly wallet without a battery, just sitting in my inventory, waiting to one day be listed, probably without a battery. Looked like a Wedgwood, but I don't think it was. And as I said before, I'm not really, I would pick up Wedgwood if it was really priced right. Oh, Flash Bridget. I don't know what that was about. But I'm checking out this little glass vase. But obviously I wasn't that impressed because I put that puppy right back down. And this was a tile, I believe. And sometimes I can do really well with tiles. But this was obviously not a vintage tile. It was a tile meant to look vintage, so I didn't pick it up. There's a little candlestick. Moo cows, salt and pepper. They were cute. This was not a half off day, but on a half off day, this would have only been $1. Oh, maybe I did pick them up. I think I put those back. I put them in my cart, but I don't think I took them home. I have not seen them lately. That's a rain stick. We actually find a lot of these in Florida because of the different cultures that are so close. I mean, people from the different cultures that are so many of abundant here that, I mean, I find rain sticks all the time. Probably in other parts of the country, you'd be like, what's this? I thought that was an interesting piece of vintage pottery, but I didn't get it. I like the colors on that tile. Flipping back and forth. Sorry, you guys. The rows are really short, so it's kind of like you want to do one side and then turn around and look at the other before you go, because such short aisles. It's not like you can go far and turn around and come do the other side. It's very short. So they kind of mix everything in together, as you can see. Little knickknacks with little trinket dishes, with little plastic things, with little everythings. I thought those were kind of pretty. I don't think they had much value for resale, but they were cute. Sugar and creamer. A cute little kitty. And that's a cute little vase. They just, there's no money in the resale though. So just because they're pretty or cute doesn't mean that it makes sense to purchase them. This is a pretty blue vase, but I've seen this one before. It's from IKEA. So leave that there. Not that it's not pretty, but it just doesn't have money to resell. And what else do we have? We got dishes. Obviously, I picked up that picture and didn't show it to you. And then I picked up this little sugar and creamer with a little bowl. The bowl is actually not the same, and it's flash. Sugar and creamer are actually amber. But I thought together they make a nice little set. So I picked them up and sell them as a group. I have them in my booth right now. But they haven't sold yet. So maybe they're not as cute as I thought. But I thought they would be pretty for Thanksgiving, but they're still there. And I see this vase. I figured it was modern, but I had to check it out because I thought the color combination was pretty and I love the shape of the vase. Oh, I thought it was cool. Looked pretty in the right spot. I'm checking out these little plates. Some pretty dishes. And then I guess maybe that was a liquor bottle or something. I couldn't figure out what it was. Nor could I read it in any way, shape, or form. And then look, there's some dishes there. I wonder if those were, I'm collecting the white dishes with the gold stars on them for Christmas, the Crate and Barrel ones. I hope I didn't miss some. Those looked like it as I flashed by. But I do have a pretty good amount right now. But I need some more bowls. I like this mug. It's kind of cool. And I liked this mug too. It was kind of cool. But not cool enough, apparently, to go in my cart. A lot of times I don't like to buy things with years on them. Like especially if they're touristy, because like if you didn't go there that year, then how does it apply to you? How does it make you feel? Like I don't mind buying it if it says like a place that I've been, even though I didn't get it there, but not if it's a year that I wasn't there. That's just my thing though. I thought that crystal bowl was pretty. And I thought this was interesting. It's just fun glass. the Eiffel Tower, and a kitty glass, which is a fun glass. So you got to enjoy all the fun stuff that are thrift shops when you're thrift shopping, because, if you only get joy when you're finding something that you're going to buy, that's not very much joy. But here I was finding joy. I'll tell you that. This was so cute. It was a North Carolina license plate, and it was all blinged out, and it was made into a handbag, a little purse. And I looked it up online, and they sell. I mean, they range, and I don't know which states are more popular than others. But they usually sell for $100 or more. And I thought this was kind of cute. But then I thought about how tall she was, even though she was light, and how that was going to be such a pain to ship, and I was going to have to, because it's so flimsy. I mean, thin, I would have to protect it a lot, and then it could bend. And then if somebody wanted to return it, the shipping would be so high because of the size. So I ended up putting it back. But I like finding, new and packaged things like that, somebody would like to buy. But you got to watch it when they are oversized like that. The shipping, oh my goodness, especially something like that's tin, it could bend so easy. They get it out of the package and they bend it themselves and say, oh, it was bent. Need to return it. Now you're paying shipping twice, and it was $13, $14 to ship each way. You are out a lot of money. Thought this little plate was sweet. It's kind of a 3D plate. I don't know anything about it, but it was from Germany, and it looked like a German scene. I know this because I live there, but I didn't get it. Then I'm checking out this fruit bowl, which, it was vintage fruit, but not the good kind of vintage fruit, not the kind that you want to buy and resell. And it had some violets in it. Violets and ivy and fruit on styrofoam in this bowl. So then I was like, I want to see the bowl. It's like a tell it was Italian. I'm like, oh, that's pretty. Who would cover it up with that ugly fruit? But somebody did. And that fruit reminded me of the grapes, the plastic grapes on this fake fruit, were some that my grandmother had one time in a bowl in her living room. My sister and I were visiting her, and we took one of those plastic grapes off, and we stuck it on a real grapevine of grapes that my grandma had in the refrigerator. And my grandfather got the grape and apparently popped it off and popped it in his mouth. And he did not find the same humor in it that my sister and I did. We were giggling. And actually, my grandmother thought it was hilarious as well. But she shooed us away as my grandfather, collected himself after chewing the grape that he did not think was very entertaining. But I still think it's funny. I wonder if my grandmother ever put that grape back on her grapes that were on the table. I don't know. Then I thought this was weird because it looked like a little doll furniture table, but then you got full size glittery fruit on top, and someone glued this big huge cord, which I guess then turns it into an ornament. I mean, that's all I can figure, right? But it just the size and the mix just didn't work for me. In my head, it wasn't working. And then we found this doll hairdryer. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know what it was. I think it was like a Dixie cup holder or something. And then I was staring at this what is this? What is this? And when I look at it now, it looks like a toothbrush holder. So I don't know why I was confused, unless I'm wrong. Maybe it was smaller than I'm thinking. Get the rooster plate. A satin pumpkin. They usually put jewelry on the end caps there, but I can see they got dog leashes and stuff this day. And look, B for Bridget. But I didn't buy it. That was kind of a nice fake plant. I have fake plants. I have a lot of places in my house I did not get good light. So I have a mix. Cute little license plate. I think it was like a Guy Harvey plate. Sometimes I pick those up. And this Buddha, I thought it was funny because it looked like a baby, like a baby-faced Buddha, a baby Buddha. And these little brass little candle holders were really cute. What were they? $4.95, $5 a piece. That's probably why I didn't buy them because I thought they were kind of sweet. But $10, I mean, you're kind of at about max where the market would pay for something like that. All kinds of little knickknackies. I mean, oh, and then I thought this was beautiful. It was originally a table and the legs were gone. And I had seen this before, and it's unfortunate because I had the idea of like buying some like gold wooden balls like at Michael's and painting them gold, and it would turn it into a tray. But now when I looked at it, it was severely damaged. So that was kind of sad. A little glass, some bowls, teapots, and a crab wine bottle holder. That's what we all need. Well, somebody needs one. Somebody may like one. Here's a little piece of lucite, but it was not an interesting piece. And then there was this tray thing. So, like, it looked like it would go on the center console of an old boat, like a teak tray to hold your drinks. I don't know what it was originally used for. These I just picked up, and if you could hear me, which you can't because I had to do voiceover because I still don't have the right setup. But yeah, I'll buy the salt and pepper grinders if there's a pair, and I do well with them, and they sell for really good money. The taller, the better too. I have done very well. I'm talking, I've sold them for north of $50. This is a sweet little piece of pottery. It's like floral on one side, and then it's like a lady dancing. I mean, that's what I decided in my head it was, like a lady dancing on the other side. I didn't see how that went together unless the lady dancing was kind of the mark of the designer. It looks like I put it in my cart. I don't remember if I bought it or not. And then I just had to show you this because I've seen these before. They look very demonic, and they're flying creatures that are scary. And I appreciate the fact that they look like they're hand carved and handmade, and there's two of them and they're identical. But I didn't want to be party to the flying demons, so I put it back on the shelf because I wasn't quite sure how I felt about that. The thought was too scary for me. And we got all kinds of glass and candle holders and bowls and pitchers. Even if they're not for food use. And they had this vase, which I thought was kind of cool. It was very dirty. It really needed a good washing, but I loved the simpleness of it and the design. And then they had it at $14.95. So I'm like, what do they know that I don't? I even tried to Google Lens it, and I couldn't find anything on it. But I'm like, they must think it's pretty special if they marked it at $15. So then I saw these seashells, and I had to look at them. I know they're modern, obviously, right away, but what was causing my interest was they were different shades of white and different brands. And what are the odds that those seashells that are kind of like the same design concept would be together with different colors of white and different brands? I mean, did someone put them together? I don't know. And here I'm just going in circles, apparently. Just to confuse you and me at the same time. Some more wine holders, wine bottle holders, some boxes, garland, some silver plate, which is too bad it's not more popular. But this was the end of my shopping day.
Hi guys, well, I did pretty good at community thrift. I mean, I didn't buy a lot. I ended up going through my cart because I couldn't remember the colors that were on sale, and it made a big difference. So I think you saw me pick up that glass. It wasn't Murano, but that parrot key bird. I put that back because that was not on sale, so it was $20, and I could probably get about 22 to 24 for it. So that didn't make sense. Anyway, I picked up a couple of shirts for myself, and then I found a couple little bags for my booth, and a few other things. But the best thing by far definitely was that license plate North Carolina bag. It was in excellent condition. It's been bedazzled, but it was a real plate. Still got its stickers. It's just awesome. And I saw different bags like that selling on eBay for, $100. Some of them up way over $100. So I guess it, may depend on the state and whether people like the bedazzling that the person did on it. But I think I got it for like $6, and it's definitely gonna, pay for everything I bought there today and put me in the profit just on that one bag. So, and then I bought a few other little things, the little Tanola vase and the amber glass little set, which wasn't really a set. The creamer and the sugar and creamer were definitely a set, but they only sell for like $18.19. So and then I bought the little other amber piece that was with it, but that one was actually flash. It wasn't amber pressed glass, but I think it'll look cute with it. Like, someone could put little sugar packets in it. Well, we wouldn't need that with the sugar and creamer. I don't know. They could put little other things, little snacks or something that you might want to go put in your coffee, or just a snack. It'll look good together. And the flash had some little bit of wear, but I think if you had it filled up and it was next to the other amber glass, it would be a nice little fall into winter, because amber glass is fall, but also comes across as gold. So gold is very in style right now. So yeah, they hadn't really stocked that much, but I still found a few things. And now I gotta head to the post office. I've got packages galore in the back that I've spilled, and then I'm gonna head home, and got stuff to do. So I will see you soon.